What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Comics Clash. It's Isaiah. Today we're going to be talking about Batman and Robin. So I've previously been reviewing all the Batman movies. Did Batman 89, Batman Returns, and yesterday I did Batman Forever. So today we're going to be talking about Batman and Robin, Joel Schumacher's second attempt at a Batman movie. But before we start this video, I just wanted to show you guys something that I picked up today, which is this McFarlane The Batman action figure, which is super cool. The details are really nice, and I thought this was a really great action figure. I love Robert Pattinson's suit. I think it is the best Batman suit that we have gotten so far. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. With that said, let's dive into the video. Okay, so Batman and Robin is easily the worst Batman movie ever made, and one of the worst comic book movies ever made. This movie is just absolute garbage. Joel Schumacher wasn't even trying. I don't know what he was thinking when he made this movie, but he just made so many bad decisions for this film, and I was just really disappointed in this movie. It was a huge mess. First off, let's start with the script. The script is one of the worst scripts ever written. I mean, from the ice puns to Batman's like cringy lines, it's just horrible. I mean, especially the ice puns, they're super bad and they're so inaccurate. Like the one where he says, "What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Are you stupid?" It's just such a really horribly made script, and I don't think he put any effort into this. It was cringy. It was horrible. The script really sucked. That was a huge issue for me. I think it totally brought the movie down, and there's just so much other things that really suck about this movie. First off, you had a really huge budget, and this movie looks like it was made by like an 11-year-old in a graphic computer. It's so disgusting. It's so hard to look at because you feel like, wow, this is super cheap. And I mean, with the budget he had, he could have made this movie look so much better. I get it was the 90s, but still, it was almost the 2000s, and this movie looks like absolute garbage. We've seen so many better looking movies from 20 years before that, and I was just really disappointed in how it looked. Another huge issue that we definitely have to talk about is the acting. I mean, Arnold looks like he's having a fun time. I mean, he's having a blast in this role. I mean, he was getting paid handsomely, so I guess that makes sense. He doesn't fit Mr. Freeze at all, and when I think of Mr. Freeze, I do not think of Arnold. Definite miscast. I mean, the way he has fun with it, it was kind of enjoyable. I guess that was fine. Chris O'Donnell, they totally sidelined him in this movie. He doesn't do much at all. He had enough screen time in Batman Forever, but I really wanted him to have more in a movie called Batman and Robin, which was not Batman and Robin because he wasn't in it that much, and I felt like he didn't get a full enough story for this movie. And then we got Poison Ivy, who's just really weird, and her character shift is so drastically changed that it makes no sense. Like, she's such a mild-mannered scientist who's really weird, looks like she's on drugs or something, and then she goes into this rapid change where she's this, like, confident, really weird plant girl, and it's just like, how does that character shift happen with her just having like an accident with all the plants falling on her and everything? It was just so dumb. Then we got Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl, and you know, she's fine, I guess, but her line delivery really sucks. I mean, it's not good at all, and I mean, with a horrible script like what they had, she's not good. And then you got George Clooney, who is like the worst casting on the planet. George Clooney to play Batman? Are you sure about that? And it's just what you would expect. He's fine, I guess. I mean, he doesn't put his heart and soul into this movie. He really is just doing it for the money, you can kind of tell. So, I was really disappointed with this cast. I mean, they do have quite a good cast. I mean, these actors have been in some great stuff, but in this movie together they all sucked, and they didn't play their character well. Okay, so then we get to the villain plot where Mr. Freeze wants to freeze all of Gotham City with this like ice ray that he built out of a telescope from Bruce's company, and it was pretty dumb. And then Poison Ivy wants to put plants all over Gotham, so they want to make it a plant ice split. And I mean, I guess it's an okay villain plot. It's really weird, but it's fine, I guess. But they don't do much with it. No suspense at all. And yeah, it just ends out how you expect. You mean, Batman defeats them, he destroys the freeze ray, and that saves the day. Good job. And then our subplots are absolute garbage with Barbara Gordon. That was stupid. Oh, it's not even Barbara Gordon. It's like Barbara Wilson or something. It's not even Barbara Gordon because it's Alfred's niece. Okay, so we got Batgirl. She's kind of discovering Bruce's mansion, the Batcave, running into Robin once or twice. They hang out, they do a drift race competition. Nice. And then, yeah, so she finds out the Batcave. She becomes Batgirl randomly. She doesn't have enough training, I'd say, to become Batgirl. Maybe if Batman trained her a little more, but then she just becomes Batgirl. So thought that subplot was not really worth anything. It was really bad. And then Freeze and Poison Ivy, their dynamic, I guess it was fine, but they were totally different characters and they didn't really work well together. Okay, so we pretty much covered everything in Batman and Robin. Nothing really that I liked here. It was just a horrible movie. And with the budget that he had, the budget, $160 million. Joel Schumacher should have made something really great. But he made an absolute garbage piece of trash, and it was horrible. I hated this movie. It sucked. Everything about this movie is really bad. It's not really entertaining at all. The only thing that is kind of cool is Mr. Freeze's suit and some stuff with Chris O'Donnell, but that's it. This movie is absolute garbage. It's a 1 out of 10. Definitely don't watch this movie. It's an absolute waste of time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with my next Batman review, which will be Batman Begins, coming tomorrow. See you guys next time.